My husband's affair partner showed up to our daughter's birthday party. The gift bag in her hand had purple tissue paper poking out the top, and she smiled at me like we were about to become best friends. I'm Chelsea, friend from your dad's work. She directed it toward my daughter, who was already spinning away toward the bounce house, but her eyes stayed on me, calculating, testing. I'd seen those eyes before, in the selfie she'd sent him at 11:47 p.m. 3 nights ago, the one where she wore his dress shirt and nothing else. Around us, parents made small talk over juice boxes. Balloons bobbed against the ceiling. My husband stood frozen by the snack table, his hand still hovering over the napkin dispenser like he'd been flash frozen mid-reach. Chelsea, I kept my voice bright, friendly. So glad you could make it. She tilted her head and I watched the smugness flicker across her face. She thought she'd won something by showing up here. Thought she was staking territory. I was just telling the other moms, I continued louder now, projecting across the room, about how you and my husband have been sleeping together for the past 4 months. The bounce house motor hummed in the sudden silence. Chelsea's smile cracked. Parents mid-conversation turned, plastic forks suspended over paper plates. Someone's kid asked what sleeping together meant and got shushed. Excuse me? She tried to recover, but her voice came out thin. My husband moved then, finally, rushing toward us with his hands up, like he was approaching a wild animal. Babe, can we let's talk outside. We're done talking. I pulled out my phone, thumb already on the screenshots folder. But Chelsea might want to hear some of her greatest hits. Her face went from pink to white. Can't wait to feel you again, I read, volume cranked. Told her I have a work trip next week. Stop. My husband grabbed for my phone and I stepped back. She has no idea. I looked up. That one's my favorite. Really captures the respect you both have for me. Parents shifted, grabbing their kids closer. One mom covered her son's ears. Chelsea backed toward the door, gift bag clutched to her chest like a shield. This is insane, she said, but her voice shook. You're insane. I have hotel receipts, credit card statements, 47 text messages, and now I have a room full of witnesses who just watched you walk into my daughter's birthday party like you belonged here. My daughter appeared at my elbow, cupcake frosting smeared on her chin. Mommy, why is everyone quiet? I knelt down eye level with her. The room blurred at the edges. Sometimes grown-ups make really bad choices, sweetheart. Mommy's handling it. Is Daddy in trouble? Yes. She nodded solemn and ran back toward her friends. I stood. Chelsea was halfway to the exit now, my husband trailing her. 10 seconds, I called after her. Then I make sure your company finds out. I know you met at the conference. I know you violated your company's fraternization policy. My attorney's investigator was very thorough. She ran. My husband followed her into the parking lot, throwing one desperate look back at me that I didn't return. The room stayed frozen for another beat. Then one of the moms, Andrea, whose son was in my daughter's class, crossed to me and squeezed my shoulder. I saw the whole thing, she said quietly. If you need a witness, I'm in. 2 other moms nodded. One was already typing on her phone. I'm sorry, I said to the room. I'm sorry this happened here, but I'm not sorry for making sure everyone knows exactly who showed up to my daughter's party today. Someone started the music back up. Kids drifted back to the bounce house. Parents resumed their conversations in lower voices, but I caught the looks. Sympathy, solidarity, shock. My daughter blew out her candles 20 minutes later, and I held it together long enough to cut the cake. My husband came back inside alone. His face was the color of old newspaper, that grayish white people get when shock hits their system. He walked past the parents still clustered near the snack table, past the kids who'd abandoned the bounce house to watch the drama, straight to me. We need to talk. Full story on my channel below.